everyone, it's me again, and yeah, the video blog worked quite well last time, so I've decided I'll do it again. You get to hear my lovely voice and see my lovely face while listening to my rambling words of wisdom. But yeah, hope everyone's okay and enjoying the summer, such as it is. To be honest, I don't think the North East got the memo that it was summer, because it's been raining so much here. I think I'm developing gills. Awesome if you're in a Harry Potter movie, not so awesome if you just want to walk down the street without being stared at. But anyway, I digress. So I'm finished uni now. I've been finished since early May actually, and I've just been sort of tootling around working. I did a project with Singing for the Brain. That's from the Alzheimer's Society. I did it through the uni volunteering, and we sort of did 8 workshops with a music therapist, and it was for people with Alzheimer's or dementia and their parents, guardians, carers, all that sort of thing came along. We had a bit of a sing, had a bit of a dance, it was all great. One guy was continually impressed by my ability to sing any of the songs and know any of the lyrics like that, but what can I say? I don't remember many things, but what I do remember, I remember forever. So yeah, I did that for 8 weeks, that was fun. I'm going to be starting another sort of set of 8 weeks over the summer holidays, which is nice. I did that mostly because I want to go into teaching eventually, and stuff like that sort of looks great on your CV if you've done voluntary projects. Oh, speaking of voluntary projects, next Monday I have an interview to work in press operations at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014, which I'm very excited about, so fingers crossed that goes well. Sort of helping out at the Olympics was great, but I worked in the control room a lot, so I didn't actually get to meet that many people. But this interview that I'm going to next week is for press operations, so sort of working in the press pit with all of the journalists and people from like BBC and ITV, which is really exciting, especially because my other career path, should I not choose to go down the teaching route, is to become a journalist. So yeah, that's great. I get to network and meet all sorts of useful people. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. I'm starting driving lessons on Friday. That's horrifying. So anyone sort of in the Newcastle area, you might want to not leave your houses just in case, from sort of the period of lunchtime on Friday till early evening, because I'll be in a car somewhere learning the basics. I've had my provisional licence since I was about 18, and just from lack of money and lack of time, and mostly because I couldn't be bothered. Hands up, mostly couldn't be bothered to organise lessons, but my auntie paid for 10 lessons for me for my 21st birthday, and my grandparents paid for another 5. So 15 lessons should get me well on the way to becoming road legal, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, that's all fun times. What else am I up to? I'm home for the summer because I have nowhere to live. I left my last place end of June, and yeah, I left my last place at the end of June, and my new place isn't available till the end of August, which actually works out better because it means I'm not paying rent sort of for 2 months and not really living here because I've come home for the summer. So it's, you know, it does work out cheaper. All my stuff's in storage in Kingston, so I don't actually have to worry about moving it all back in, which is pretty good. I'm quite scared actually, because next year I'm starting my 3rd year, which is pretty big step, because 2nd year is worth like 20% of your overall degree, 3rd year is worth the other 80. So next year everything really counts. I just got my reading lists yesterday. I'm studying 3 English modules and 1 drama module for the entire year now, because they've changed how they teach at Kingston. And in English I'm doing a module called Great Expectations, which is sort of a dissertation module. I'm really excited about that because for your dissertation you get to sort of within reason do whatever you want. So yeah, I'm sort of thinking about that at the moment. Thinking of a topic. I'm also doing writing women, so that's feminist literature and also literature from a feminist standpoint, sort of in the 20th and 21st century. We get to look at a bit of 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, because so far 50 Shades of Grey for me is something that happened to other people. I've actually managed to avoid it because, in my opinion, I hate Twilight. Why would I want to read something that is inspired by Twilight? Like, anyone who loves Twilight enough to write fanfic about it, there's something a bit strange about them. No offence to anyone who does like Twilight. No, that's all you. That's fine. Just personally, not my idea of stellar literature. So yeah, that's going to be a fun lecture. My other module is America Dreaming, which is American literature, sort of in the 20th and 21st century as well. And I'm so excited about that because we get to do two of my favourite books, which is Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Great reason to go see the film. I have to admit, I haven't seen it yet. I'm worried that they're going to ruin the book for me, because with some exceptions, there's very few film adaptations of books that I actually prefer to the books. I think probably Bright Young Things, which was inspired by an Evil and War novel, I think that is the one exception. But yeah, I love Great Gatsby. And the other one is Christopher Isherwood's A Single Man. I don't know if any of you have seen the film. It had Colin Firth in, so yeah, really good times there. And I'm doing one drama module which is popular performance, so that's cabaret, stand-up comedy and burlesque and all that sort of thing. And that's sort of my fun module because the English is the really heavy academic side. And then I've got fun going in, singing a few songs, doing a dance, all that sort of thing. It's going to be great. So yeah, of course that is all reliant on me passing this year. So far I've got a 2-2 and 2-2-1s, so I'm really pleased with that. Just got one last module to get in and then I'll know what I've got for the year. So yeah, fingers crossed again that it's good news. And that's all for now. So yeah, enjoy your summers and I hope to see some of you come September. If you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, actually as well, yeah, I'm going to be in some of your inboxes because I've been working on a student takeover of the newsletter, so if any of you get the Kingston Uni newsletter, you'll see my lovely face again. And I wrote a couple of pieces on the best places to go in Kingston and Kingston fashion, so yeah, that's going to be great, and there's a Spotify playlist and everything. So definitely check that out because that sort of focuses on Kingston Uni from a student's point of view. So it's especially handy for those of you who are definitely coming to Kingston in September, because you'll know all there is to know about Kingston before arriving, so that'll cut down time. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough and I think, yeah, my cat has gone, so I think she wants feeding. So yeah, I hope to see some of you in September and ta-ra for a bit.